Hey, there we are. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Ask Susan, your Monday transformational, motivational moment. Today, we're playing with the theme. It's the end of the month, and what the theme has been Choice Creates. And today, we're going to be playing with a question that came in from our wonderful Congruent Living membership from Bray. And it's, Susan, what's the difference between a big choice and a small choice, and how does a small choice create? And really, I'm asking for something big in my life. So allow me to introduce myself, Susan Lazar-Hart, creator of the Congruent Living Method and the Congruent Living Academy, inviting you to create more harmony, more joy, more awareness in everything you be and do. So let's move forward. Alongside with our small choices, we're going to be playing with some questions. So grab a pen, pencil, journal. It's about listening into your inner voice and aligning your actions with a future you're asking to create by being present in the present. So let's begin with some pivotal questions. And I'm going to be going, two people are in the waiting room. Hold on a second. Zipporah and Rosanna. Cool. Yay. Hey, Zipporah. Hey, Rosanna. Welcome, welcome. Okay. As they join, I'm going to go forward into our question that we're beginning with. Hey, Rosanna. Welcome, welcome. So, here's Marie-France. Okay, I guess we're going to wait just a few more seconds here. This is so cool. Hey, Zipporah, I sent you a message in 2023 for your address to gift you the Breaking Free book. Can you?
Never got it.
Okay, cool. It's here, baby. It's here. I got it for you, right?
Yay!
So could you do me a favor and just private message me your address?
Sure.
All right. Nice. Yay. Perfect. I love it. See how the universe works? It's amazing. Just amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Here we are. All right. Hey, Marie-France, bienvenue.
Long time no see.
Long time no see. So good to have you with us. Yay. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do this. No, I'm not. I'm going to do this. And this goes, I don't know what this is all about. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Thank you for all of you who are on Facebook. Rosanna, do me a favor. Could you check on Facebook if there's any questions? Just put them in the chat and let me know on our Facebook group. Thank you. All right. So let's go. So when we think of choices, we often focus on big life-altering ones. But what about the smaller ones we actually play with every day? And it could be just about getting up. It could be about getting up. Like with so much going on, with us receiving so much, it's too easy to get pulled into this third dimensional reality and just go like, why should I even bother to get up? So with myself this morning, it's all right, listening to a different kind of meditation than I had before. Then I looked at my book that I write in from my guides. I'm like, I'm not going to write them from my guides. And so here's the first question I ask myself is, okay, indulge in it. You didn't write in your book today. How are you going to feel about that tomorrow? It's like, oh, okay. So just be present and just write. And so that's what I did. So the small choices you make today, that as you start your day, and I'm going to ask you all to mute unless you want to raise your hand and ask a question. It's about moving one step forward at a time in your life, in your living. And these seemingly minor choices, they actually play a crucial role in shaping your life. So that I can go out through the rest of my day. What else did I do? I said, okay, how about moving your body? Now we know when you move your body, when you're feeling like blue, when you move your body, it changes the chemicals in your body. So meditation, journaling, moving your body, giving yourself something delicious, whatever that is, mind, body, or soul, mind, body, and soul. It's those small little choices that end up shaping your life. So another aspect to consider is your inner voice, right? We often overlook that. So when you're, again, when you're saying, I feel like this, I don't know what to choose, ask yourself, tap in, what would my inner voice love to tell me right now? You get that juicy joyousness of just peace? What would my inner voice love to tell me right now? So think about a time when you had a gut feeling about a choice. Did you listen to it? So understanding this inner dialogue is the key to making the choices that resonate with who we truly be. And that's a great one again. I love this because it's all about what we're talking about. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put on record. There we go. Cool. There we go. I got so excited with everybody jumping in. That's a choice. Perfect example, right? Okay, there was like a little tug from the universe. And I'm like, what's that all about? I'm like, oh yeah, press record. It's those little tiny choices that create the platform that we then can lean into, like, of what else is possible here. What other choices are possible here for me? Does everybody get that? Yeah? Cool. Cool. So as we move through this, recognize that your inner dialogue is going on all the time. So what about aligning your choices with your future aspirations? Consider your choices. Consider your targets. What small, consistent action can you take today that will lead you closer to where you want to be? And say to yourself, here's a wonderful affirmation, and I love affirming, making firm what I'm putting out into the world. Not stuck, stick, or solid, but firm. Every day, I have the opportunity to take steps towards my future. Every day, I have the opportunity to take steps towards my future. Every day, I have the opportunity to take steps towards my future. So by just saying that, do you see that it creates more space? Yeah. So let's embrace the minute by minute, recognizing each small choice, whether it's opting for something different to eat, taking a moment to pause and breathe, choosing kindness. It contributes significantly to the tapestry of our lives. A simple, small choice might be when you're having a conversation with somebody, when you're working with somebody. Can this person hear what I'm asking to say? Right? Now, again, I can give you so many examples. This is something, by the way, that I'm playing with. And those of you who are in the Congruent Living Academy, whenever I play with something, I bring it right in. And one of the things that I realized myself was, do I tell somebody something because I want them to hear it? Because I'm so excited about it? Do I stop and ask myself, can this person hear this? So I often channel. I'll often get just like a little tap on the side of the head or the cheek, or there'll be a certain smell or a voice will come through me. It's through me. And I've learned to ask the person that I'm with, would this person be willing to receive this information? Right? Can this person hear what it is that I'm aware of? So just recently, a friend of mine, her husband passed on, and I called in to check, and I said, oh, by the way, do you know he's in your house? Notice I didn't ask a question. And she goes, I don't want to know that. I'm like, okay, got it. What I became aware of is, Susan, you didn't ask that question of yourself first. And that's where we go big choice, small choice. What seems to us as a small choice in hearing could be a big choice for someone else. Does everybody get that? Any questions on that? Yeah. So that's like how do I calibrate this information that I'm hearing? I'm giving you lots of juicy questions during this one today. Ask yourself, can they hear what I would love to tell them, what I'm aware of, and are they willing to receive it? And that's, as we're moving into February with choice and relationships, that's where choice creates. So these small choices aren't just steps in our daily routines. They're the building blocks of who we truly be. This awareness for myself, You know, you think as a coach, I got all these listening tools, but my exuberance, I had to just check in on my exuberance of what I'm aware of for myself, for somebody else, for everyone else. That's my point of view. That's my little toolbox. It's about being present of that's building the blocks for my future by being mindful of these choices. And that's where mindfulness comes in. Stop, take a moment, and listening to our inner voice, we can ensure that our actions today are in harmony with the life we aspire to lead tomorrow. So the importance of the ripple effect of small choices and big choices. What you might have decided is a big choice that's stopping you. I mean, how many of us have said, oh, that, and then we're like, oh, but I don't know how to do it. It's not possible for me, everybody else, or I'm too old, or I'm too young, or whatever that is, or I haven't trained. Those are all choices that you're making to stop yourself from creating. And those, my friends, are big. I'd throw in a swear word there, choices. Right? Those are, wherever you stop yourself, that's a big choice. Wherever you choose to just move forward, no matter what it looks like. And sometimes moving forward is just being present. Like for myself right now, I don't know about the rest of you, there's so much shifting and so much changing. And we are part of that shift and change because we're all connected. I'm aware that there's a certain amount of new space that I'm requiring of myself to create, to not do anything. In other words, not rush off and do this or do that, or it's just being present with what I am created, with what I have created, to what brought me here, and choosing to actually see what settles in, what actually aligns with who I truly be and what I'm asking to create on this planet in this lifetime. And that's listening to your inner voice. And my inner voice today, I checked in, said, just keep going. Cool. That's okay. That's a choice. And that actually is a big choice. Because there's no judgment. There is just presence. Just presence. Anybody have any questions or comments or ahas in our Zoom room here today? Rosanna.
No, I'm good. Thank
Good.
you.
Okay, Zipporah?
Yeah, I think it's really cool that, we often think of choices as, well, when am I going to do this or do that, requiring an action. And you're talking about choice in an expanded way of like being aware and asking a question and our orientation and choosing to adopt or agree with or disagree with a point of view is a choice.
Yeah.
So that's really great that you really got that out there and articulated it.
Thank you. And it is, because often we'll say, well, I don't have a choice. Well, that's a choice.
Yeah.
Right?
To decide that. Yeah.
And that's a choice. And that's actually a big choice. I want everybody to remember this. Anything that stops you from being you is a big choice. Like when we're taught to say things like, it doesn't matter, or I'll do it tomorrow, but then you start judging yourself. You start questioning what the tug was that said, answer that phone, write that piece, go for a walk, whatever that is. And then all of a sudden that dissipates. And you're wondering, so what was I, what? Well, it's the dissipation that you chose that has allowed you to stop you. And we never actually stop because we are molecules in motion. It's the willingness to be in the question. And again, I often say, just indulge it. So, okay, so if I choose this, what will this create? If I don't choose this, what will this create? And then you start to play and then ask which of these most aligns with who I'm asking to be and what I came here to be and do. And does this bring me joy?
So really, you're talking about the really big choice being the choice to explore what the choices are.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
That's really cool.
Yep.
Instead
And
of just assuming,
Yes.
assuming whatever. I'll do
Yeah.
it because I have always, this is how I thought I was supposed to do it.
Yeah.
This is how people say I'm supposed to do it. Doesn't even matter.
No.
I mean, those are all really interesting
Yeah.
paths.
Yep. And the truth is, we are not like anybody else. We had our own contract that we signed before we came into this body. And we might have forgotten what the contract is. But the truth is, what works for you might not work for anybody else. What works for somebody else might not work for you. Until you start choosing, who am I doing this for? Who am I creating this for? Right? Who am I choosing this for? That's a big one, right? Who am I choosing this for? Oh, that's not even me. That's not mine. Or what if I choose something different today? I wonder what that could create. And choose it just to see. I often say, shut off all the noise and whistles and on the weekend, give yourself that gift of just being present with you, being out in nature, of no noise, just you tapping in. That's a choice, right? Now that could be a big choice for a lot of people because they're addicted to their phones. They're addicted to the noise. They're addicted to instantly turning on the radio or whatever it is. So a choice for who's ever listening to us, Susan, today could be, wow, I'm going to actually choose not to turn anything on today. I wonder what that could create. It's the willingness to be present. Yeah. Marie-France, any questions? Any ahas?
You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just happy to be here and to hear you. And I'm so happy I chose to come this morning or today.
I am too. Thank you so much. Yay.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Choice is so important. And like you say, I think what's most important is to choose and not wait. And if it's a small decision to choose, then that's easy. You do it in a snapshot. You don't even think it out. If there's no big consequences, just make your choice and see what happens.
Yeah.
And when it's a bigger choice, then you can evaluate the consequences, but it's important to choose, I think, like you say, and to be in the moment. You have to be in the moment. And sometimes we don't make the right choices, but we learn from them and we say, what did this bring on?
Yeah. And just to tweak that, calibrate that a little bit, what if there was no such thing as a wrong choice?
Exactly.
What if whatever you, like I chose something at the beginning, the end of 2023 to be in a magazine, and it felt really light. Then when I thought, I was like, yes, okay, cool. And I indulged it and I reached out to the person who ran the magazine. And all of a sudden I was like, okay, now what does this require? Monthly articles, what I had thought would work, actually, she said, no, I don't think my audience is interested in that. And I started to play with it. And it was so cool because the two of us had no point of view.
Mm.
And I said, you know what? I'm not getting a yes on this. And so I could choose again. And she came back and said, well, what if we feature you in the summer on our cover and I interview you? And I'm like, yes, that feels light. So it's when you're willing to be in choice, the universe has it all lined up for you. So it's not about repercussions. It's not about a wrong choice. It's about the willingness to be present, really be present, not. And so I wasn't questioning my choice. I was asking myself, would this be fun to do this monthly column on top of the Ask Susans, on top of the Academy, on top of the speaking I'm doing, on top of the podcast? And I was like, not that there's no, we are infinite beings. We can create everything. Would that be fun? And I was like, no. And where I'm listening to my inner voice, where would I like to put my energies? Oh, great question. Well, actually, I'm choosing to put my energies into podcasts. I'm choosing to create a book club with Breaking Free that I'll be telling you all about soon. I'm choosing that. That feels lighter. It's like, okay, cool. So the universe is like, oh, and the person that I'm working with, she was so lovely and wonderful. She's like, yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. How's this? Like, what else can we create together? Choice. Choice creates. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Was there any questions from the Facebook group? I'm not even sure it went in because I started recording late. So we'll have to see. It's all good. Nope. Okay, cool. Well, thank you all. And thank you, those of you who are listening and watching later. And for those of you who came on Facebook and it didn't come on, sorry. As I always say, tech is not my babe. So next time, come on the live Zoom and I'll be sure to answer all your questions and be present with you. And remember the power of choice, no matter how small, it's in your hands. It's your choice, right? Every choice, every moment is an opportunity to shape your world. And if you'd like to dive deeper, you know, you can always private message me and let's get together for a little clarity session in which we can get really clear on what choice could create for you. So until next time, cherish each choice and watch how they transform your life. And we'll see you in February, where we're all about relationships. And thank you all for coming. Thank you for joining me. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Rosanna and
Thank you,
Zipporah and
Susan.
Marie-France.
Have a great day.
It's
Nice
great
to
to
see
see
you.
everybody.
Big hug.
Big hug. Bye, everybody.
Bye.